So I'm Shirish Nilekar, and I'm Director of Product Management at Opengear. Just a quick introduction about Opengear. Opengear delivers intelligent solutions for managing critical IT and communications infrastructure in enterprises. Our solutions enable smart technical operations, smart automation of technical operations at enterprises, which help improve business continuity. So here's a few pictures of our products. I'm going to talk about those for the majority of the presentation. But before that, I'm going to spend a few minutes on IoT and its building blocks, because that will help explain how our products help with IoT. So IoT has captured the imagination of a lot of people. Just yesterday, I was reading an article by Jeremy Rifkin, who is an author and economist, and a very interesting article. He says that this combination of IoT and sharing economy is going to lead to the third industrial revolution. He makes a good, compelling case for it, good enough for me to want to buy his book. But that's at the macroeconomic level. He talks about economics. At the infrastructure level, this is what most IoT infrastructure looks like. At the bottom, you have a whole bunch of sensors. By the latest estimate, there's about 14 billion sensors deployed. You saw good examples of how devices are incorporating these sensors and becoming smarter. So the number of sensors will grow. They communicate wirelessly with these gateway devices. The gateways, more and more, they're not just aggregation points, but they have intelligence built into them. So instead of just pushing data further, they do some filtering, they do some intelligent analysis, help separate the signal from the noise, and push good quality data to centralized data analytics data stores. This is where, at the data analytics layer, this is where all your big data comes in, machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, and all of that. All that intelligence combined with business logic, which is specific to an industry or a company, that helps you develop intelligent applications which deliver value to your customers. So that application could be like a connected car kind of application, connected education, connected whatever XYZ you want to say. Now in all of this is a very simplified IoT infrastructure. Actually, I'm going to talk about a customer case which has exactly this infrastructure. In all of this, Opengear platform provides 3 key components. I'm going to talk about those next. First component that we provide is what we call smart out-of-band management. So as I mentioned on the previous slide, these gateway devices or gateway sites, they are becoming more and more intelligent. They have some compute infrastructure, obviously networking infrastructure, even some storage maybe. And Opengear provides vendor-neutral management of your entire IT infrastructure. That includes servers, switches, firewalls, routers, even power distribution units, and UPSs. We also do some kind of environmental monitoring. So you can connect like smoke detectors, fire alarm detectors, water flooding detectors, or even door and contact sensors to our devices. What this helps you do is ensure physical security of the environment in which your IoT infrastructure is deployed. One of the things that Opengear has pioneered in the out-of-band management space is cellular out-of-band management. This is an idea that we pioneered about 4 or 5 years back now. You can communicate with Opengear devices over a regular 3G or 4G cellular network. This has been hugely successful, and our customers love it. In addition to managing these gateway devices, remote devices, Opengear also provides products to manage your core data center infrastructure. We have been doing this for about 10 years. We know the ins and outs of smart out-of-band management. And when it comes to out-of-band management, Opengear is the industry leader in this space. The next cool feature that we have as part of the Opengear platform is Failover-To-Cellular. So now you've heard before also 4G LTE connections are becoming ubiquitous. The cost of data plans is going down, which makes 4G LTE as a WAN connection possible. So in this picture here, this gateway-side gateway device is connected to its centralized data center via, let's say, an MPLS circuit, could be a cable modem. If that wired internet connection or wired WAN connection goes down, that device can fail over to an Opengear device, use the 4G LTE connection on an Opengear, and still be part of the WAN. So that is what Failover-To-Cellular is. Our products are certified to work on AT&T, Sprint, Verizon in the US. We work with multiple carriers all around the world. And the key value which our customers get from this feature is obviously a more connected enterprise, more available distributed infrastructure. And the third piece of the Opengear platform is centralized management. So this is a single pane view of your entire distributed IT infrastructure. End users access this centralized management either via a dashboard kind of a graphical user interface. I've shown two screenshots here. The one on the left is actually our current product. It's very texty. The one on the right is more modern. It's more visual. And it pretty much provides the same information, but it is more visual. When we are dealing with the infrastructure level, a lot of our customers actually happen to be very tech savvy, and they use the command line interface a lot. Actually, I'm going to show you a demo, believe it or not, a demo of the command line interface and some of the cool features that we have. Finally, the Opengear centralized management system. One of the things that we are developing is APIs, RESTful APIs. No application today can exist in isolation. It is part of an enterprise application ecosystem. So Opengear Lighthouse will have RESTful APIs, which will enable a lot of workflows. Let's say you get a whole lot of log data from your remote infrastructure, and you want to push that data to Splunk for further analysis. You can do that. Or maybe an Opengear device detects some infrastructure fault, and you can push that into a ticketing system to allow someone to take care of that. Those kinds of workflows will be enabled through this RESTful API. So I'm going to jump into a very quick demo of some of the cool features. So here I'm connecting to a Opengear centralized management system, a Lighthouse system. First command is to just get a list of all the managed nodes here. In this case, I just have 2 of them. It could be 2. Some of our customers deploy this product over thousands or even tens of thousands. You can get a whole lot of information about those devices, query those devices, group them, do all kinds of intelligent grouping and analysis. The next command, what I'm doing is getting network information about all these products. So don't have to go through the detail. I'm just showing you how do you get your infrastructure level details. In this specific case, I'm getting the LAN interfaces, SNMP. If you're at the technical level, infrastructure level, you'll actually find this very cool. If you're not, don't worry about it. And also getting IPv6 information. So what I'm showing you here is getting read-only information. Using this same command, you can also do a lot of active monitoring. You can push out updates to your products. You can reboot your devices if need be. You can do a whole lot of active configuration as well. One of the last commands I have here is to get cellular information about, let's say you have these products deployed at 100 different locations. How do you know that the cellular network is available at all of these locations? So you can query the devices for cellular signal strength. And if the cellular signal strength drops below a certain point, you can send intelligent alerts so that administrators, network administrators, know that they have to take some remedial action. So that was a quick demo. So what I showed you was 3 key pieces of the Opengear platform: smart out-of-band, failover-to-cellular, and centralized management. And the value that this platform brings to our customers is that it makes your IT infrastructure more resilient and more available. And why this is more important is it's important because of the cost of IT infrastructure downtime. Depending on who you ask, the cost of downtime for customers can be anywhere between $100,000 per hour to as high as $500,000 per hour. This specific data point is from a recent IDC survey, and with increasing connectivity, with increasing IoT infrastructure deployments, downtime is going to become more and more expensive. And Opengear can help make your IT infrastructure more available. Here's a list of Opengear customers. Select Opengear customers. You'll find a whole lot of brand names here, recognizable brand names across different industry verticals. The common denominator in all of these customers is that they rely heavily on their IT infrastructure, and they cannot afford any kind of downtime. Just to make this more tangible, I'm going to present a specific customer use case. I say a customer use case, and I'm not using the customer name because we are still working on a white paper with this customer. What they do is intelligent traffic monitoring across cities. They have their devices deployed at traffic signals, traffic lights across the city. Those devices, they monitor traffic conditions over video, over some environmental sensing and all of that, push all of that data to a centralized server where they do a whole lot of analytics. Based on that analytics, push back information to each of these traffic lights, change the signal information, timing information to regulate the flow of traffic. That's what this does. Now, if you think of what they needed a robust remote management system. If this product were to be deployed, this customer, if they deploy this product, let's say at 100 cities across the country at all traffic lights, it's physically impossible to manage those. You need some kind of robust remote management system. That is why they chose our remote management gateway, the ACM 5504, actually a customized version of that. And the benefit that they get out of this is a highly available infrastructure, which leads to free-flowing traffic in cities. That's all I have. If you need a demo, we are at booth 513. We are also showcasing some of our new products that we have launched recently. Do visit us. Thank you.
Thank you.